Hello everyone. How you doing today? Today I'm going to be smoking an antique pipe of mine, a pre-K woody called a KBB. And this pipe is one of my cased pipes, and I thought I'd bring it out, one by necessity because my new Allbriar, my new old stock Allbriar went in, and so this one came out. I have another Yacht Zulu, which I'll show you in a second, this one, and so I didn't need a redundant shape in there anyway. It was the one that's still in there is a yellow bowl, unsmoked, with the little inserts they used to come in with still in there. So this is the one I'm going to be smoking today. It's pretty nifty because it has a bakelite stem. It's slightly reddish in person. And the grain is nice. That's a little tiger going on. If you can notice that, a little tiger graining. And it's, I would say it's between 1925 and 1929. It's pre-K woody, KBB, excuse me. The KBB stands for Kaufman Brothers and Bondi, and that's where that's what the initials stand for. Today I'm going to be smoking a blend called Balkan. It's in English, and I don't know where it came from as far as the packer, but it was sent to me by a friend of mine down south a while back, and I have a few ounces left, and this is the tobacco. It's a typical English, if you know what English blends taste like, the Orientals, and they used to call them Macedonia blends. But today they call them just English. You know, you have mild English, a little heavier. A lot of them, all of them have a touch of Latakia. That's what gives it that distinctive taste. Some people don't like English because it leaves a kind of a rough taste in your mouth. And some people don't like it for that. But anyway, here's the pipe again. It's a Zulu Yacht shape with the curved thing. Oh, by the way, there's a very hot topic going around. It's check out Mutton Chop, and he has a video on. It's called shrink tubing, and it's used in industry, and it's much better than the softy bits. You know, with the softy bits, it tastes like that rubber, like you're chewing on a rubber grommet in there. And this shrink tubing is more of a satiny, less bulky. And it's a real hot topic now. Everybody's using these things. I found it with, I was checking out Smokin' Briar videos. I don't think he'd done anything real recently. A couple months ago, maybe. I think he did a New Year's one, but the thing says no recent activity, but that's not quite right. He did do a Happy New Year one. Anyhow, the bottom line is he'll refer you to Mutton Chop. I think he has something down in the bucket, and somebody else. doing the same thing. So that's the real trend now, is to use this shrink wrap tubing instead of the old, softy bits. But the graining on it, again, is really nice on this pipe. I like it. As a matter of fact, this was Philly, not Philly pipe, Louisiana pipe guy favorite pipes. Of course, he hasn't made a video in over a year, but he really loved this one. So I'm going to light it up. And it'll run around the rim there. I found that this helps not burn my rims too much, but years ago I couldn't care less. I went through a lot of pipes back in those days. Very nice blend. I love Latakia, Perique, and flavors like that. I had one message by a guy that said he didn't like aromatics. So any of you that don't like aromatics, or they're not your cup of tea, go for Virginia #1. I think it's by McClellan. I might be wrong about that, but Virginia #1 is completely tasteless. And a little sweet, but you don't get any aromatic. Now the tamper I'm going to be using was sent to me by Daniel Shore several years ago. And he sent me a couple, as a matter of fact. And one's a bullet and one's a bullet casing. And I think he sent me like 3 or 4. This is the bullet one. So it's an informal shout out to Daniel Shore. I don't know what his exact trade is, but I think it might have something to do with machining. But I might be wrong about that, so don't quote me on that. I really don't know what it is. So I am smoking a very early pre-Kewity, and it's just lovely. And that wonderful Latakia flavor that I like. So I hope you're doing well, smoking your favorite tobaccos and your favorite pipes. I love this. I consider it a little gem. Again, you might be able to see the red hue I don't know it's showing up that well. But again, I like that little tiger thing in there going on. A little bit of it. Yeah, I can see it with my naked eye. The sun's coming in just right. It has a really cool glow to it, the stem. And of course, I'm always going to protect it, clunky bit or not. For this pipe, it takes a 9 millimeter. I think to go up to 11, but even this is slightly large. So it's like the bit is like probably an 8. But the the shrink tubing evidently molds just right on the stem, and you think it's a soft because it even has the lip gets raised, but it's like a velvety, almost non-noticeable coating it turns into. So you have to do that. That's your assignment. You can get it at Home Depot, Lowe's, he said, or similar places. Heat shrink tubing, something like that. And it even shows the brand, Mutton Chop. And Smoke and Briar. But Mutton Chop, actually shows you the method. He goes into detail. How he cuts it and everything. I think you might light it and it shrink. That's how it conforms. I hate it when doesn't say lit. Hold on. I hate to use a torch on an antique, but if you're careful, you can get away with it. But remember, don't use these as a practice. Good, I didn't scorch it. Got to bring out the big guns on it. Just like everything else, you know. This is a fairly small bowl. Like a small plus. A hot shot, I call it. Like your battery needs jump starting sometimes, so does your tobacco. Sun's been in and out all day. Now the sun went behind the clouds a little bit. Might have to do it again. Sorry. Well, anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Hope your day, it turns out good for you. And so does your weekend, which is fast approaching. So take care of yourself. Be good. And by all means, happy pipe smoking.